China One Belt One Road initiative is the most ambitious structure in the history. It's designed to reconnect the places along the Asian Silk Road and way beyond. There are currently $900 billion, almost $1 trillion of work projects going across the world, and some European countries are feeling the impact. So the estimate $15 billion of investment in the Central and Eastern Europe has been put on the Belt and Road. There are roads, there are railways that are connected those European and Baltic states. But the Chinese, there's money isn't always good. It profit for nothing, because in the Montenegro and in Macedonia, they are building the structures. But the project is the centric idea, like how to make it like a historic. Because in Montenegro, they are making a highway. A highway there is, I think the Montenegro people don't need it. A highway is just like just a passageway with no industries all around. The property is cheap. The people are unemployed. So this is like a win-win. This is like a golden opportunity for the Chinese to invest in Macedonia and to put on the two-lane road like a highway. There is much opposition going on in the Democratic Republic of Montenegro. The opposition are just trying like that how the government give this kind of a debt project to the Chinese. But the government have its own ambition. They say like some sort of infrastructure, some sort of development should go on. It's not a debt threat. But as far as like the GDP is concerned, when we see the economic situation of Montenegro and the money that are just putting in by the One Belt One Road initiative, so this sort of things very making angry, and the governments, and not in the governments but also the opposition, and this sort of things make things very terrible for the Caucasians. There's another things that we need to understand, like why China is targeting the developing countries. Because they don't have the technology, they don't have the money, they don't have the power of labor or anything. So it's a golden opportunity for China to put their own people in work, to put their money in work, and implement and put their own companies. Most of the companies that are blacklisted in China, but they're quietly working in Montenegro, Macedonia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Myanmar. The Chinese government guaranteed the loans with the sectors. But they know if in the next few years in the future they don't get the money repay back, they at least get the strategic location by connecting the 68 countries. While the Eastern European countries, mostly in Germany, the France, they're still worried about like how these Eastern European countries going towards the China debt trap. There are concerns going on in Europe as well. Why China is in a situation of a debt trap Pakistan, and when IMF give the money to the Pakistan, they will give that money back to the China. So US is worried about that, and also US have to make happy one of its core ally, the Indian as well. So why